This is Mark Gregory with the. I can find it here, and all of a sudden it's not working for me. Of course, it's not going to work. There we go. Wincy Sports Talk Show hosted by Edward Hall. I'm Mark Gregory, and for some odd reason, my internet is acting awful goofy right now. But Edward's doing the whole sharing and caring process again, but he'll get online here in a minute. Just the same process about being able to move our StreamYard to other pages and other formats to be able to get it out more. He's got a real good schedule lined up. Trey Van from Jellicoe, and hopefully I say this right. I'm sure she'll correct me if I'm wrong. Kelsey DeBoard from Wayne County and Madeline Butcher from Pulaski County. It's a very exciting show, and one thing I got to say about Edward, he always puts together these really, really good shows. I don't know how he does it. I think he learned it from his bigger brother. I've taught him a lot of stuff over the years. So I think I've helped.
Absolutely not.
See, he'll respond to that, then he'll go fade off for another 30 minutes. But Edward's the host. I'm the co-host. I'm just hanging in here. I'm just a player, team player here. But while he's doing this whole sharing and caring stuff, let's take a minute to thank our sponsors, and hopefully Everett's put the new updated commercial up.
The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackelford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
And actually, for the people who don't know, I actually hit my shot in them videos. First time I hit my shot in them video. They both threw bricks up. I've got game. They don't have game. I've got game, but I hit my shot. They didn't. But a big shout out to again our sponsors, Bright Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. And again, it's that time of year. If you're feeling a little under the weather, trust me, go see Bright Family Medicine. They'll get you feeling right really really quick. They've helped me and my family for many many years. And again, if you're in the sell the buying or selling in the market for buying or selling the house, Heather Martinez, she's a hookup. Go see her, and had her on the show once before earlier in the season, and just learned a lot of things from that woman. Very smart, intelligent lady, and she will absolutely get you on the right track. Edward, are you back with us now, or are you
Well,
still acting like you're working?
speaking of shout outs, I've actually got one that I'm going to give right here. So I'm actually going to give a big shout out to Knox County Middle School, which is up at Disney competing for nationals this week. So, big shout out to them. And also, there's several other region teams, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's Knox County. You've got Bell, Middlesboro, Harlan County, Corbin, Clay, North, and South. If I'm not mistaken, that's also up there competing. So, big shout out to all them teams. And there's only one thing left to do while you're up there now, and that's to go ahead and win it.
Yeah, but you're saying Disney World, right?
Yeah, they're up there at Disney competing for nationals.
Let's just go to Disney and compete for nationals. I have nothing else better to do. Why at Disney World?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people get all the luck. Well, a big comment right here. Edward, you want to read that? I'm half blind.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually messaging our first guest. Thank you, Mark, for everything you and All Sports Media has done for this area. Y'all have brought attention to student athletes, and they are not a better show to watch and love what y'all do.
Wow. Thank you for the comment, Emma. That's we do the best we can, and we have fun on these things. But the viewers also help us too with their comments. And again, sometimes we feed off of the viewer too, and just cannot say enough about our members. And we sort of reached a milestone over the course of the week, did we ever?
We did.
So did you put that fine graphic up, or did you forget that one?
Well, I was actually waiting to see if you was going to make
According to Rod, and Rod's pretty slick on these, he said that we reached our whole 1 year anniversary, and man, how time flies when you're having fun, and within this year, go to our basketball pages, go to our baseball pages, softball, and uh, the numbers are pretty good for just a year's time, and I know for a fact where we're accepting more and more members every day. And again, thank you for coming to our pages, giving us the love, showing us the love. And we've got the easy part. We just sit here and talk about these student athletes. They put in all the work. The sponsors, with their contributions and stuff like that, they do all the work too. We just like, thank you that we go out and buy new shirts and look good. But but yeah, we can't. It takes a team effort, and again, thank you to our sponsors, thank you to our members, and we're definitely building something special.
Well, are you ready for our first guest? Speaking of special,
Absolutely.
well, let's bring him on. Well, Trey, first off, I want to thank you for taking your time to come on and talk with us.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
So, before I get you over to Mark and let him ask you a few questions, I got a couple things that I'd like to talk to you about real quick. So, first off, last year y'all had an amazing run to state. So, and I'm sure y'all are looking to try to repeat that this year and even go farther. So give me your thoughts going into that.
At the start of the season, we lost 4 seniors who all had valuable minutes. So we all are playing a lot bigger roles this season. And at the start of the season, we were just learning, and now our chemistry is actually getting there, and we're feeling pretty confident moving forward.
And if I'm not mistaken, you are in the running for Mr. Tennessee basketball in 1A also.
Yes, sir, I am.
So give me your thoughts on it, and let me know what kind of work you've had to put in with your team to be able to be a runner for that.
Well, in the off season, I put a lot of work in on my body, and a lot of it was mental because I really didn't have the confidence I wanted last year, and now I feel like I'm really there. It's just a blessing to go out there and play at a high level, and I give all thanks to God for that.
Absolutely, that's a great answer. But Mark, before I do all the talking, floor is yours.
Trey, first off, you got to educate me a little bit about Tennessee basketball. Of course, I know it's a little bit different from Kentucky. When we talk about Division 1A, how many divisions are they in Tennessee?
There's 4.
Four different divisions. So are they like four state champions in Tennessee? Is that how it works out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because my course of living, I drive a school bus. I actually during my after school route I normally take my bus downtown Jellicoe. I saw a bunch of signs last year. How far in state did you get last year?
We just got to the Elite Eight.
That's what I was thinking. Elite Eight was that is that the norm for Jellicoe, or is that something that hadn't been done, or tell us a little bit about the history on that.
Our team has got to the state sectional before, but that was the first time we had ever gone to the state tournament.
Wow, wow, that's a big deal, and you get a lot of comments on here, and one I know these five people quite well, but Madison says, "Go Trey," and I'm gonna ask you a few things about her maybe here in a minute, and then Heather Hopkins, Trey is going to lead them right back to state. We are so proud of number three, and absolutely, I heard a lot of good things about you. That's the reason why we had to bring you on. But I'll have to ask you, you do know a female student athlete in the Whitley County area pretty well. So are they ever any friendly competition between you? Or you ever playing each other?
Oh, anytime we're at the gym, we're always ending or starting with a 1v1.
So I'm gonna have to ask you. I don't want to get you in trouble, Trey. And if you don't
Ah,
want to answer it, don't have to. But who wins between you two 1-on-1?
I'm gonna give you the safe answer. She beats me every time. 21-0.
Trey always gets it. Trey always gets it. You know, the woman's always right. They always win. You get it there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets it. But we've heard a lot of really good things, and we heard a lot of good things about just not only you being a student athlete, but the kind of character that you have. And well, somebody's already agreeing. Good answer.
She gets it.
Said, Memo Kathy, so proud of you. Go Blue Devils. Okay, so you've made a big run at it last year, and it looks like you've done another good season you're putting together. What is it going to take for you to get your ultimate goal?
Well, to start, we all got to come in and want to win. That's the first
Yeah.
thing. We want to put the effort in to go back and win. And right now, our first goal is to win the district championship. We're not going ahead of things. We're taking it one at a time.
that's a
So,
good answer.
yeah, absolutely. And of course, you're a great athlete. There's no doubt there. Um, are there any other sports that you play, or is it just solely basketball?
I played baseball last season, but basketball is my main thing.
So, is it just basketball solely right now,
Yeah.
or okay? Well, Edward, I know you got 1,000 questions for me. This is awesome. And
So,
by the way, there's something else. It's hard for me not to see. I saw a graphic made up for you. Just what you're doing is unreal. This thing says, like he's had 5 30-point games, 6 double doubles, points per games, averaging close to 22 points a game. This guy's absolutely, my goodness.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Mark, you kind of led right into my
Oh, what?
question. So, I mean, I know. I mean, I was going to say the stats of it, but but I do got to ask you, just how do you do it night in, night out, just like what he said?
Well, it starts with the trust from my coaches and teammates. They all have confidence in me, and they give me that confidence. I go out there and play. It's just a fun time.
Absolutely. So, who would you consider your biggest rival?
Biggest rival, probably the Harriman Blue Devils.
So, what's it like playing in that game? Like the atmosphere as a student athlete?
It is wild. They have the best gym in the region, in my opinion, and it's usually just stacked one side blue and the other side blue, Harriman, Jellicoe. And the environment's crazy and the energy's just nuts.
Absolutely. You're getting all kinds of comments. So, you're getting all kinds of love right now.
Where is Harriman exactly located? How far is that from you?
It's about an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, this question would be for all the younger student athletes that are going to be watching this show and stuff like that. What's some type of advice that you would give them personally for them to be able to be like, whether it's a Mr. Kentucky or a Mrs. Kentucky, Mr. Tennessee, whatever state that they're in, to be able to try to be, a candidate for that, and to be able to have, the magical season that you had last year and what you're looking to try to repeat this year.
For me, it all starts with confidence. Once I finally figured that out, that's when it just started taking off for me. It's all mental.
So this is where one of my fun questions comes in. So in the Jellicoe area, where would you consider one of your favorite places to eat at?
Jellicoe does not have much to eat. We got like 30 places.
They got like
And
McDonald's and I think there's a McDonald's, a Subway, and maybe
some
a
Arby's.
Wendy's. Yeah, Arby's. Yeah, Arby's.
I guess here my favorite place is McDonald's, but down at Williamsburg, it's definitely Taco Bell.
Oh. Got to bring him on every week now. He said the magical word Taco Bell.
Is it time for the Taco Bell story?
Man, feel free to have the Taco Bell story.
Trey, can you help me out here? Edward, I try to teach him things over the years, but he don't listen, and maybe you can pound some sense in him. You're a pretty smart guy here. You might be able to send him some knowledge. But he loves Taco Bell, but he don't like eating Mexican.
Mark, you might not like my answer because I don't really like Mexican either.
Oh my goodness! You
Ah,
are.
I'm
Oh,
not a fan.
he will.
See,
He
I
will
knew I
have.
liked Trey right there. See,
Hey,
see.
hey, I'm kicked off the show next week. It's going to be the Edward and Trey show. We're just going to talk about Taco Bell.
Maybe.
Absolutely, we could do it. So, talking about Taco Bell, what's one of your favorite things to get there?
Number one's definitely the chicken quesadilla, and I like the Doritos Locos Tacos next.
There we go. Now we're talking business right there.
So,
Hmm.
so does Maddie like Taco Bell too?
Oh, big time.
So what does she eat there?
She also likes the chicken quesadilla, and she gets the box most of the time. That's her pregame go-to. If she has that, she's gonna have a good game.
so we got another comment from Heather. He's a big fan of chicken tenders you do eat at Mexican, but you eat the chicken tenders.
That's got to be like American food, though.
There we go. See, Mark, Trey gets it. But
Well, I mean, it's still maybe Heather or May might help me out here, but it's still technically a burrito and a taco.
well, it is. But if you're gonna get a burrito or taco, you might as well stop at Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Makes
Well,
all the sense.
It
maybe
does.
Heather or Maddie or one of the other them will help me out here. It's still a burrito and taco, and you don't get the cheese sauce at Taco Bell. Aha! Thank you. Aha. Yeah, now you can't argue against that.
Yep, I probably can't. I'm gonna just go with that.
Maddie has just closed the argument. Mexican food on top. Yeah. Yeah, it's signed, sealed, delivered now.
So I do got to ask you. Now I know we had a lot of crazy weather there. Did y'all have to do like a lot of rescheduling games and miss any practices, or did they kind of just fall right?
Yeah, it was pretty bad here. We missed quite a bit of practice, and we had 2 games rescheduled so far.
So yeah, so they did get rescheduled. They just didn't get like just straight canceled or anything.
That they got rescheduled.
Okay. So what would you consider? Within the teams that you play, what's the farthest drive that y'all have to do?
This season, we went to Chattanooga Prep. That's about 3.5 hours away.
It's a good haul.
Yeah, it was a long drive.
So how stiff was you when you got there?
We were all pretty stiff, and we had just ate pizza too. So, it was a rough start.
So I heard you talking about one of Maddie's pre-games, to be able to play basketball. So got to ask you about yours because mine's kind of, before I get ready to come cover you student athletes, I stop and grab some Taco Bell and get myself ready to go. So, what would you consider your pre-game?
Mine's a $5 meal from McDonald's.
Hey, well, You can't go wrong there either.
Well, he is right. About Jellicoe. They are very limited on, but they do got I think the pizza spot down there too. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But Mark, before I show him a few things,
Uh, just looking in on what I seen last year, and I seen all the signs and stuff like that. You could tell that the community was really, really behind Yuns. I mean, how does that make you feel as a student athlete? But it seemed like the whole community was loving on Yuns last year.
It was amazing because this is a really small town, and for everybody to show up, do that much effort, come to all the games, bring energy, it means a lot.
Uh, Gotta ask you one more Maddie question. Hopefully she don't get me in a headlock. But 20 years from now, are you going to be like wearing the shirts, a house divided? You're going to have the Jellicoe colors on one side, the Whitley colors on the other side. You going to be anything like that?
It's safe to say I'm not giving up the Blue Devil blue, so she's gonna have to.
So they gonna be the house divided deals going. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I, I hope I didn't get you in trouble there,
You may have a little bit, but
well, blame that on Edward, Maddie. That was Edward's fault. That was Edward's. Yeah.
what you doing to me, man?
what are you doing, Mark? See what you did?
Gosh, it's gonna be a long night.
Thank you for coming on. I know you got a thing called a life, and you got a lot of things on your agenda now between basketball and school. And you have been just an excellent guest here. You get it. You come on here and you've laughed, and that's what it's all about. Laughter's the best medicine, and just want to wish you personally the best of luck. Your team the best of luck, and keep in touch with us. If there's Edward will tell you the same thing. Edward's a master graphic maker, and if there's anything that you have accomplished during the year, whatever, send it to us. Let's make you stuff up, and you deserve the attention because sky's definitely the limit for you. And of course, between you and Maddie playing each other all the time, you're both gonna be making each other that much more better. So that's almost worth the price of admission. Just watch you play 1-on-1 there. I mean, yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to film that one day, Edward.
We might have to keep that together.
But I do thank you for your time. A great interview.
Thank you.
So I do got one more question for you before I show you a few things we put together for you. So through your time playing basketball, what would you consider your favorite all time memory? It can be playing basketball in your kitchen, out at the park with some friends, varsity game, anything.
Okay, so Tennessee is a little different than Kentucky. You don't have to win a region to go to state. You have a state sectional. And when we went to play that about 2 hours away, I mean, the entire gym was filled and all Jellicoe showed up. Energy was nuts. I had adrenaline the whole game. It was just such a fun game to play, and we won. So we went to state.
Well, Maddie, I will tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I poured it on Edward. If we're playing 24, I'm probably beating him 24-8. It's just considering how I'm feeling now. I don't come to win against Edward. I come to dominate. I mean, that game, it wouldn't be pretty. It just wouldn't be.
Maddie, unfortunately, if Mark gets out there to play, he's gonna dribble the ball one time and say he's got a leg cramp and he's gonna walk off the court.
That's his story.
But Trey, we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and I will get these sent over to you, and they will also be posted on every one of our social media sites. But we do just kind of want to get your idea on which one you like the most, whether it's the first one or the second one.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one pretty good too. I think I'll have to take the second one this time. Was that yours?
Well, I put them both together, but he's the one that kind of persuaded me to doing the second graph instead of just staying with the first one. So that's why I do two.
The first one's like the original. The second one's more like a newer one that he's doing.
Yeah. I like them both though. They'll both be used.
Absolutely. Well, Trey, first off, like Mark said, anything that you feel like that, milestone, anything you feel like you need to be promoted for, please feel free to reach out to me or Mark and let us know. That way I can try to put you something together, and anything I can do to try to help better promote you, that's what I'm here for. And from everything that I've seen, the only thing I can say is you're killing it, your team's killing it, and just there's only one thing left to do this season, and that's to go them
Win
couple
state.
extra games.
That's
So
the goal. That's the goal.
And when you win it, and we're out there in their parade, drove me the
yeah,
chocolate candy. Drove Edward all them like breath mint stuff. I want like the little Hershey candy bars and stuff.
You know what? I'll throw you some chocolate and I'll get you some Taco Bell. We'll call it a day.
oh, there we go, there we go. I'll be satisfied. I'll sit over and eat my Taco Bell and be screaming for you.
There we go.
But Trey, I do want to thank you again, and again, anything I can do to try to help promote you, please feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
That's a good interview.
It was a great interview.
I'm a little jealous though. I mean, I like the idea of the candy bars, but you're getting Taco Bell. I'd like to. I don't care. I'll just take your Taco Bell. I don't care. We'll be rumbling in the mud or something, fighting over a taco. I don't think I'll tell you. I'm
Well,
taking your
unfortunately,
taco. I'm taking
unfortunately,
your.
you ain't getting the taco.
That's after I beat you on. That would be pretty. Pretty cool. Watching them. Both of them are sheer ballers. I mean, we know what Trey brings to the court. We also know what Matty brings. Them are ballers. Can you imagine that competition? I bet you they get after it. I guarantee they get after it. They ain't no friendly stuff there. I bet they are hammering each other. It's like that there's probably not a friendly competition there. That's probably they're really going at it.
All right, Mark, you ready for our next guest?
I'm absolutely ready for the next guest. I believe, yeah. Well, I'm actually seeing well tonight.
Well, I'm proud of you. First off, I'm pretty sure I think I just talked to you a couple of days ago, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
But my memory is a little fuzzy sometimes. But first off, I do want to thank you for taking the time to come on. And I just got to ask, first off, give me your thoughts of how your season's going.
Started off a little rough for me. But I think here recently I've been doing a lot better. I think we're just doing a lot better.
Absolutely. And I'm actually trying to get a couple things pulled up from the game I actually got to cover you from. But I think it was the second half. I don't know if you know this or not, but you went on like a 11-point run by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I go
So
back
was
and
you?
film all the time.
So was you just like feeling it right there, just like just give me the ball, I've got this?
I was, yeah. I hit one and I was on fire. I was going.
I mean, you absolutely. I mean, I think I seen smoke coming from the net. But I do got to ask you: is basketball your only sport that you play, or is there others?
I did play softball up till this year. I think I'm giving it a break. I might go and play again next year, but I'm not for sure yet. I'm really focusing on basketball right now.
Okay. Well, Mark, before I asked all my questions, I'll let you.
Is it? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm horrible with names. Okay, is it Kelsey DeBoard?
Yeah.
DeBoard. Okay. Okay. Thank you for coming on, and also want to seriously thank you for probably sort of coming out of your element a little bit. We're based upon the 13th region, and Edward's more of a statewide dude. I'm more of a 13th region dude. So, if you don't care, just tell us a little bit about your region, your district, and just get us more familiar with that.
Um,
Like maybe some of your rivals in your district and some of your region teams, some of the area teams you like to play, and maybe some of your rivals.
I'd say Southwestern is like a friendly rival. They're one of our big rivals. Then you have Macquarie. They're pretty big ones too. Pulaski, definitely. That's probably the main three big components. And Somerset, probably.
I've made several trips to Monticello and stuff, and love it down there. And just speak a little bit about your school and your thoughts of it.
It's a pretty good school.
It's cool,
Yeah,
as you said. Yeah,
we have pretty decent sports teams.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a big school. It's pretty good.
And just looking at, I believe you are sitting at this point in time at 14-8, and Edward asked you about your season, and again, some of us in the 13th are not as familiar with your team. And we know what your ultimate team hardware is to win the whole, and any team's goal is to win the state, their region, on and on and on. So what is it going to take for you to reach your ultimate team goal?
Playing together, and I'd say playing hard is really going to get us far. Just really playing together. And I think the main thing that's really going to bring it all together is just solid defense.
I know that you said you had played other sports, and you're sort of just focusing solely on basketball. Had it been like summer ball for you and stuff like that?
I played tribal softball. Forgot the
Okay.
name. I've played that for a while, but I'm thinking about trying out for an AAU team this year, some travel basketball.
Has that been anything you did before, or would that be new to you?
That would be new to me. I've not played travel ball.
Well, definitely good luck with that. I know Everett's got about 17,000 questions. We might keep you out here for 2.5 days. So if you need to take a nap, go for it.
So I do got to ask you, in the Wayne County area, what's your favorite place to go eat at?
I'm gonna have to say Mexican.
It's always a
And
big call.
It's my
that's
favorite.
normally when Mark chimes in about cheese or red sauce.
Yeah, I'm basic. I get the chicken, cheese, and rice.
So do you put the cheese sauce on everything, or do you go with the red sauce?
I order extra cheese sauce.
Cheese sauce on everything. Kelsey, let me ask you something. Have you ever ate at a bad Mexican restaurant, or are they just all good?
No, I don't think I've ever had that one. All good.
I do specifically remember, and I cannot think of the name of it, but it was about 2 years ago. I was in Monticello. It's at one of the straight stretches on one of the highways. I know I'm losing you completely. It's like in a shopping center sort of deal. And just like on the left hand side of it. And that was probably one of the best Mexican restaurants I've ever ate in my life.
Is it near Walmart? Like beside Walmart?
Yeah, where Walmart and stuff was at.
That's my favorite one. That's where I go.
What's the name of that one?
El Cazador.
I'm
So now
telling
he's
you.
getting ready to Google that and be driving up there shortly.
Yes, I'm telling you, it was like literally the best one I've ever ate at.
It's so good.
And then I believe you go straight on down from there, and you can make a left and get to your school, or at least get to the football field or something.
Yeah.
See, I know the Monticello area pretty good. I'm getting there. But now I know where to go to because I looked for that the last time I went there, and I'm like, I can't find it. Yeah, yeah, it was terrible. But Kelsey, I'm going to tell you this before Everett starts hitting you with 1,500 questions here. But he's a Taco Bell freak. He loves Taco Bell. Okay, I don't know if you know our Taco Bell story. He loves Taco Bell, but he will not eat Mexican.
Oh yeah, I know. I was watching the other interview. I heard it all.
So do you have any comment for him about that?
Not really.
See, she don't even know what to say about that. It's like
I do like Taco Bell too. It's probably my second favorite.
but don't it all?
Aha.
But don't it boil down to just basically a taco or burrito? It doesn't matter where you eat it at.
Yeah.
Well, no, she ain't
So,
gonna agree with me on that.
so I do got to ask you, who would you consider your biggest rival?
Again, probably I'd say Southwestern, but in a friendly way. Probably our biggest rivals.
So, what would let me in on like the atmosphere as a student athlete playing in that game?
There's always really big crowds. It's just I feel like they're always ready to play, especially against us. I don't know. I feel like it's just a rivalry game. I don't know. I just feel like they're always ready to play.
So I heard that you said that you used to do some travel ball and softball, and this year you're thinking about doing AAU for basketball.
Yeah.
So playing multiple sports, how do you think that helps you get ready for the other sport?
I feel like it just helps you stay in shape. It really hand-eye coordination, just stuff like that.
So before I get you back over to Mark, I'm gonna have to ask you at the beginning of this season, was there a certain game that you had highlighted that you couldn't wait to play in the most?
Probably a Southwestern game. We haven't played them yet, but oh yeah, we have played them. Sorry, it's probably that game. Yeah.
But Mark, before I show her a few things, floor's yours again.
Kelsey, I just want to thank you for coming on. I know you got a thing called life in school and court sports. You got a lot of things on your platter, and being a student athlete, I know it's hard for you to juggle your schedule. So we do absolutely thank you for giving us your time. You're very appreciated for just coming on our show and let's ramble to you for a few minutes. And again, just keep on keeping on. Good luck in your future and keep in touch with us. And good luck to your team. And hopefully one day we get down there and cover you and be able to interview you and present you with a plaque or something like that.
Well, see, Mark, you're actually a few steps behind. I've already met part of that.
I know you have, but we need to do it. But we need to do it like on our home, our home court sort of deal.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
So before I show you a couple things we put together for you, what would you consider your all-time favorite memory playing basketball? It can be playing in your house, at the park, varsity game, anything.
I'd have to probably say when I broke the 3-point record when I was in 8th grade. That's probably been my favorite memory. I felt like I really accomplished something doing that.
Well, see, now it makes sense why you hitting all them threes left and right there the other night. Uh-huh. So you tried to sneak one away right there. No, I'm just kidding. But
Would you try a granny shot from a 3-point line?
Will I?
Yeah, would you? Like during the game, if you was
During
like,
a game?
yeah,
Coach Shear might get on to me for that, but I mean,
Yeah, you pull up and do like something like that. They pro like, come on the bench over here.
yeah, it's probably taking me out.
Yeah. They pro.
So we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and that's kind of our way of saying thank you for taking your time. And Mark's trying to bribe you.
No, I just peace.
That's his story. But I will get these sent out to you, and they will be posted on every one of our social media sites. And just kind of want to get your idea whether you like the first one or the second.
Oh, I like that one. I think I like the first one.
See,
I think
she
I like
gets
the
it. Yeah. See, nothing wrong with the OG style, Mark.
Well, she did tell me where that Mexican restaurant was. I've been hunting for, so I'm good. I'm there tomorrow. Yeah.
Probably. But, you know, anything, any type of milestones or anything that you hit that you think that you need to be promoted for or anything, feel free to reach out to me, have your mom reach out to me. Just, anything that I can do to try to help better promote you. And regardless if it's basketball, softball, whatever sport you're doing, that way I can try, if I can help you try to reach your ultimate goal, that's what I'm here for, is to try to help better promote you. So feel free to reach out to me. And from everything that I witnessed firsthand and from the stats I've seen, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. And, best of luck to you the remaining part of the season.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Good
Another
interview.
great interview. Mark, you ready for our next guest?
Yeah, another 12th region team. You burning the 12th region up tonight here. Yeah.
Absolutely. So first off, thank you for taking the time for coming on.
I think she's on mute. I believe she had it on mute.
I think she did.
There we go. I think I got it.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
off mute now.
But, again, thank you for taking your time to come on and chit chat with me and Mark for a minute.
Yes, of
And
course.
and how late was we? I'm sure Edward told you to come on at a certain time, and we're probably real
Yeah,
late.
Just a few minutes. Not bad at all.
Well,
not as
don't blame
bad
it
as
on Edward.
normal.
Blame it on Edward. Edward needs to keep a good time up here.
Well, they did give you the nickname Mr. Rambler.
Well, I'm just old. I've got an excuse to be slow.
But, Mark, the floor is yours.
But thank you for being patient with us. I'm sure Edward probably told you to be on this show 30 minutes ago. So I saw you back there in the green room, and Edward's already cleaned out the buffet and all that stuff back there he got for you. So we never have no food back there in the green rooms for you. But no, just thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Another 12th region team. We had another school from the 12th region on before you, a young lady. And just tell us a little bit about Pulaski County. Tell us a little bit about your region, your rivals, and cause we're sort of based out of the 13th region. Edwards more statewide, but just tell us a little bit about the 12th.
Well, the 12th is for sure a tough region. We're stacked with a lot of really good teams that have been competitive for years. Our district is Rock, Casey, and Somerset. And so this year in our district, our biggest rival is definitely Rock Castle. And so as far as rivalries, I would say our biggest rivals have to be Rock Castle and Southwestern.
Well, when you say Rock Castle, and I know we're in the basketball season, but Rock Castle is also a good basketball school. But I can't help but thinking, Edwards, the Bell County area, Rock Castle. It's something about that Bell County, Rock Castle County football game that, it's just,
Yeah.
it's a good rivalry. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But So talking about rivals, I mean, who is other Rock Castle? Is Rock Castle your main deals for rival?
I would probably say it has to be Southwestern, that crosstown
Okay.
rivalry.
So did you put Somerset in with that, or is it just Southwestern and Yons?
This year, Southwestern and us are more of a competitive rivalry. Somerset's a
Yeah.
great team, but as far as a game that's going to have the stands packed and energy high, it's got to be
Yeah.
Southwestern.
Okay. So, and you live in a pretty big, in the Somerset area, and a pretty big area. I've always thought Somerset been some huge spot. It actually sort of is for this area, and
Yeah.
Somerset and London. But of course, you got the three high schools, Southwestern, Somerset. I'm sure you're seeing other students from other schools. So how important are these crosstown rivalries? I mean, does that give you the chance to do a little trash talking outside from school?
They mean a lot. When we have those games, the whole town's there. You've got, the energy's high. It's you can't even hardly hear in that gym between all the cheerleaders and the fans. So it's super cool and it's fun. And that game always means a lot for both teams.
Yeah, I've been to Plasky County High School so many times. I always loved the area, and I know what Everett's going to ask you, and I'm not going to steal his question, but I'm telling you one thing about the Somerset area is my goodness if they don't have the restaurants. It's
So we
one thing
have some
about
places to eat.
restaurant. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
every place you need to eat at, it's in Somerset,
Hmm.
especially
So
go
that
so.
might be a hard hitting question right there with as many as they've got.
Oh yeah, Everett's plotting something there. He's gonna do his own hard hitting stuff here, I believe, after a while. But looking at your record, I think you're set at 15-7 now, and doing quite well. Um, your team's goal is like any other team's goal. You just want to win, your district, your region, state, on and on. You want to bring all the hardware home. So what's it going to take for you to accomplish that?
Well, we're a young team this year. We lost two big roles to our team last year. So really each kid in our team stepping into their role and doing their best they can in their position and then just playing together. In defense, that's big for us this year. We're small, so rebounding is super important for us to get to where we need to be.
Um, Again, you live in a
Well,
pretty. Go ahead.
I'm going to interrupt just real quick. Rebounding, like you said, it is key. But the way that you and your team was shooting that night, I got to cover you the other day. I don't
Yeah.
think you had to worry about rebound. I don't think they missed a shot up there.
We had a pretty good game that day.
And might I say, she also dropped 21 points, if I'm not mistaken, in that game.
So, is there ever a time that you hit a bucket that you did you flex or anything like that? You do like
I'm not much of a trash talker.
okay. I was just checking. If I scored that many in a game, I would. I'd still be on the court trash talking 3 days later. With nobody in it, I'd still be trash talking. Talking to the walls. But some people they can just score 21 points and say, "I'm not going to say a word." But yeah, but that's getting at it. But just ever go ahead. I know you've got about 15. I could ask her probably about 17,000 questions. We'll keep her on a week and a half until she just like hits the remove button.
So I do got to ask you. I know we had some pretty bad weather a few weeks ago. So
Mhm.
did you have to cancel a lot of games or reschedule a lot of games?
Um, yeah, we missed a couple and had to reschedule. Our rock game got rescheduled like three different times. We were out of school for multiple weeks, and so that did throw a little bit of a mess in our basketball schedule, having to practice at certain times and trying to reschedule all the games that we missed for that.
So got to ask you, did the coach have you outside doing dribble drills in the snow?
He did. He kept us inside. He said we'd get sick and then we couldn't even play.
Well, that's
Did,
smart thinking at least.
He's
did
been
anybody,
up.
did anybody sneak any snowballs inside the gym and just start hammering people's snowballs?
They didn't, but I bet they'd have liked to.
So before I jump into any more basketball questions, I gotta ask you: in the Somerset area, what's your favorite place to eat at?
Um, we're our two favorites probably are Chick-fil-A and then Speedy Taco.
Well,
I
I mean,
never
it's got
ate.
the word tacos, so I mean, you can't go wrong.
It's
I
our
never
favorite
ate.
Mexican restaurant in town.
I never ate Speedy Taco.
I would recommend.
See, now he's already plotting how quick he can get there.
I, I normally made the Gold Star chili quite a bit there in Somerset.
Do we like that?
You can't ever go wrong with Gold Star.
Mm-mm.
Where is Speedy Taco at?
Well,
I
there's
know.
one in Burnside and then there's one in Science Hill. So you kind of, depending on which end of town you're on, they got one for both of you.
So is it like a Taco Bell, or is it more like a Mexican version, or how?
Restaurant. Then taco.
I know
So,
where I'm going. I know where I'm going next time I'm in Somerset.
well, you already plotting to go now? Well, I mean, what are you talking about?
I might go after this. No, they probably closed. I'll be in Somerset no time. Go over the hill here. I'll go go McCreary County and over. I'll be in Burnside no time.
Yeah, you could get there pretty fast.
So,
So how
I
late
do
is it
gotta
open?
ask.
Oh, I
I'm
ain't put
sure they probably close about 10 ish.
Hurry up with the show. Oh, they're right.
But I do gotta ask you, it looks like you've played in a lot of like classics and stuff this season.
Yeah.
So, playing in those style games where you have to play back to back days and stuff like that, how does that help you when you get ready to go to your district and region play?
Well, getting to see playing in those classes, see a lot of different teams that we wouldn't see just playing, on our regular season schedule. So it's good for us to get that experience, and then it keeps you in shape and ready to play back to back and getting ready for different teams that fast. Because when it comes to the district, you're playing Monday, Wednesday, however your schedule falls out, and so learning to adapt to different teams fast definitely helps us.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you played at North Shore, at Atlantic, at Meade County,
Yeah.
so at Lexington Christian Academy. I mean, y'all ain't done short drives. Y'all have done some pretty hefty drives.
We've traveled far. We went to Daytona Beach over Christmas break, and we played a team out of Louisiana there, and then we actually ended up playing two teams from Kentucky down there. And then, like you said, we went to Meade County, LCA. We played at South Laurel, a couple classic games. We played a lot of trials this year.
So you always completely behaved when you went down to Daytona Beach.
Yeah, we had a good
Okay.
trip.
If I was part of a team, I'd get the team in trouble first night there. I'd be the one trying to sneak out. I'd get everybody in trouble. I just would. Yeah,
He he would miss practice, the game, everything. You'd find him sleeping beside the beach or something.
yeah. I get the whole team in trouble. The team would be hitting me on the way back. Yeah, it would be a nice trip on the way back home. The coach would be like, "I'm not doing this no more." And I'd be the reason why.
We had a
So
pretty good trip.
that's why I was getting ready to ask you about the trip. So how is it? How hard is it to stay focused, knowing that you've got all that up there compared to what you have at home, but just staying laser focused? How do you all do that?
Well, our big thing was always, not staying up super late and get up for our day. Um, and then we get to the gym, just doing our normal pregame stretching and everything, and just being a team would be at home and just playing together. Our routine didn't change super much, really, when we traveled a lot this year.
So I'm actually looking at your schedule right now, and it showed that the last game you played was Grant County at Pineville.
Yeah.
So it looks like you play Friday against Barron County at home.
Yes. That'll be a good game.
So how excited are you to be able to get back out on the court?
We're ready. This has been one of our longest kind of, breaks. And it's been nice, kind of rest and recover, but we're ready to get back at it and get some more games under us.
So how hard has the coach been pushing you on these days that you've had off?
Well, he gave us a day or two off to kind of rest, and then the next couple of days of practice really been working, focusing on the stuff with kind of back in Grant County and Rock Castle and getting better at those, and really just staying in shape and getting better through our drills and stuff. Getting lots of shots.
Absolutely. So before I go into a few more of mine, Mark, the floor is yours.
I talked a little bit about Somerset. I'm calling it a major team, but it's a pretty big town and stuff like that. But like at your school, how's the media coverage in your area there?
We have a pretty good amount of media. We have Maroon Sports Network at our high school, and they most of our home games and live for our families that aren't in Somerset or can't make the game for the see. And then of course we have like Cumberland Sports, so we have some good media outlets that promote us pretty well.
Well, that's good that they're getting the coverage you deserve. And just tell us a little bit. Of course, you've been from the 12th region. And just looking on down on your schedule here, have you been able to look at? I'm seeing a Barron County. Is that somebody you're familiar with, or?
It's more of a random game, but we play every year to them. They come to us for as long as I've played with Plastic. I always played Brandon County.
Okay. So looking at your, it's hard for me not to see one matchup here, which I believe Edward, something that we might need to go to. They got North Laurel on down the road here on February 18th. I think that will be an absolute barn burner to go and try to cover and watch there. But just looking at the schedule, you just have it backed away from anybody. And again, just looking at what you did personally, what your team's doing, just keep on keeping on. And you've been a great interview, and just want to wish you the best of luck, in your future and your team's future. And maybe one day we can get down there and cover a home game for you, and just get to watch you hit a few of them threes. And I might even try to get you like midway through a game, try to shoot a granny shot. I don't know if that gets you in trouble by your coach, but that'd be pretty cool if you like pull up, you get in the zone, just do a granny 3-pointer or something. No, she probably would do that.
Listen, the way she was dropping everything the other night, I believe she could have easily done that from half court.
Madeline, would you shoot a granny shot from a crowd? A full gym of people,
I mean,
or would you get embarrassed to do it?
it might make me a little nervous, but if it was on the line, and I think I could pull it out and do it.
Yeah, we'd have the video, or her team down 2 points. She pulled up, and the time's a ticking. She just granny shots it for the game winner. But she won't flex her duck because she had trash talkers. That would be
But
like the perfect ending of a game.
That would be perfect way to end a game for us.
a half court granny, if I done that for a buzzer beater, I'd have to flex or something.
That might get me a little worked up. I might have to do some trash talking if I want that.
Yeah. See, we did a commercial, and the reason why Edward's anti-granny is because we was taking videos of us trying to hit a basketball shot.
Uh-huh.
I get to the free throw line, first time, granny, swish. First time. Hit it. Ever gets up there, he tries his hook. I think he knocked somebody out that was walking across behind the goal. I don't know what Ryan was doing. He tried to heave a half quarter. I think he hit his own self or something. I don't know what happened there, but I think he almost. But see, they don't like that me playing that commercial because I actually hit my shot.
It makes you
I,
look good.
I done a hook shot from the 3-point line. You done a granny from the free throw.
That was a hard shot. Madeline, with a granny shot from the free throw line, would that be a hard shot to do?
It would take some skill. Sure.
See, she knows skills.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, well, she's talking about skills, and you've also been shooting granny shots in a game called Horse for 25 years.
the young athletes like you, do you ever play horse or pig, or do you do anymore?
Me and my brother, that's our favorite game. We always love to play some horse.
So who wins between you and your brother?
Usually get him. Well, I say he isn't.
So are you doing like the shots behind your back and the behind the go and the bouncing up and doing all this real crazy stuff?
Sometimes we do. And then sometimes we play it pretty for real.
So I do got a couple more questions for you before I show you a few things.
Okay.
So, is basketball the only sport you play, or is there others?
I play golf too. Yeah.
So
Golf and
when
basketball.
so when
Yes.
so when does golf season start?
We start like team practice around July and it goes to around October. So it's kind of perfect time both.
So, like, how far do you travel in golf?
We play some pretty far tournaments. There's only so many golf courses around here, so we kind of have to drive a little bit, but it's always fun and it's a cool
They
different
they
team.
are one in Pineville.
Is it Wasiata wins?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I've played that course. That's our region
Well,
used to be there.
well, earlier in the year, I actually cooked some hamburgers down there for
Oh,
'em.
yeah,
A big golf meet. Yeah.
a hard golf course.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that they wanted me to cook no more because I was eating more than I was handing out. But they was good hamburgers. And just that little
Well,
gazebo we was in, we was getting like attacked by killer bees in there. So yeah, stay away from the gazebo.
Anyway, okay.
that was probably
So
just sweat bees, and he just.
was your team there that day, Madeline? There, the Pineville course, or did you play there any this year?
We played there any this year, but the year before we
Okay.
So, at which do you like one more than the other, or you kind of like lean towards both?
played it. But golf's fun to play
I say I played golf when I was younger. Never was no good at it. So,
too. It's pretty hard. It can get hard.
It, I'm pretty good at mini golf, so I can't hit the ball hard because there's a driving range in between the London and Corbin, and I tried that 1,000 times. I absolutely could not hit that ball at all. But now I'm pretty good at the mini golf.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
so what do you do in the off season?
I play a lot of AAU basketball. That's what I spend most of my time doing. Then just, hanging out with friends, go play 'cause it's our favorite thing. I play
So that does lead me into the next one. AAU basketball. What would you consider the difference between hit and varsity?
well, you're playing with a whole new different girls, and so I would say AAU is more about getting better on yourself. Of course, it's still team, but you're really working on getting yourself better than you need to. And then, of course, we travel so much with it, and the speed of the game is super fast. It's more up and down, just playing fast. It's fun. I love it.
So how far do you? I know I've had a few student athletes tell me that they travel pretty far in AAU. So how far do you travel?
This past season we played an event in Chicago, and we played one in Iowa too. And we played some pretty far away places. We go to Alabama a lot to play, so it's a big commitment, but a great way to be able to promote yourself in front of colleges.
So you travel anywhere and everywhere that you can get a game in.
You go where the coaches are, pretty much.
That's a lot of travel.
It-
So, our final two questions. Before the season started, was there one game that you had highlighted that you couldn't wait to play in?
That's a tough question. I've got to say Southwestern, us and Southwestern. I'm excited. We haven't played them at home, and I'm really looking forward to that game. I think on Valentine's Day, the 14th.
Huh. You actually, yeah, it's is it a double header? You play at 6
Mm-hmm.
and it's at Pulaski, right?
Lasky.
You know she's looking forward to it when she just tells the date right off her head. You know, we're playing on this day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know she's thinking about it.
Well, Mark, we might be up for a road trip.
Yep, absolutely.
Right
I
there
can
be a
I
good
can
little game to
imagine
the
I can imagine
atmosphere.
the atmosphere there would be unreal. It'd be definitely worth the travel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's going to
And
be.
then we go to the taco place and still eat at Goat's Heart Chili on the way back anyway. You can't leave Somerset without Goat's Heart Chili.
They built a new one.
Oh, did they build a new one?
Yeah, it's in a new restaurant. It's still just as good as it's always been.
I'm moving to Somerset. By Williamsburg, I'm going to Somerset. I'm going across the mountain tonight.
So, through your time playing basketball, what would you consider your all-time favorite memory? It can be playing basketball in your house, at the park, varsity game, AAU game.
I'll probably have to say last year we were playing in the district championship against Rock at Rock, and we were down 2, and we were running a play, and it did not work. Our, our teammates came in and hit a buzzer beater right at the buzzer to put up 1 to win that ball game. That's got to be one of my favorite memories. It the atmosphere, the gym was full, people were cheering. It was awesome.
Oh, I guarantee it. And then the adrenaline pumping on top of that, it being a buzzer beater. Oh yeah,
It was awesome.
I can see it. So we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and I will get these sent over to you. And he's already trying to bribe you.
No, I'm just swatting the fly. Fly.
That's why I say you're getting your forehand ready. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
But I will get these sent over to you, and then they will also be posted on every one of our social media sites. But we do want to kind of get an idea on which one you like the most.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like that one a lot. Oh, that one's really good too. Oh man, I think my favorite, my first.
See, there's nothing wrong right there, Mark.
I like.
Well, he did tell me about the new Gold Star, chili restaurant. So yeah.
But if there's anything that I can do to try to help better promote you, feel free to reach out to us and let us know that, because that's what I'm here for, is to try to help better promote you, to help you succeed and get to the next level. But Madeline, I do want to appreciate you for coming on, and from everything I've seen, you're killing it and your team's killing it, and there's only a couple things left for you to do this season.
Yes, thank you
Mid-state.
so much. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, appreciate you.
Great interview.
Absolutely. I mean, been blessed, 3 great interviews. Well, Mark, are you ready for a quick rundown here if I can find them?
Yeah, I got the coffee. I don't know what happened. When you wash your coffee cup 17 times, 17,000 times, the letters start fading. So I don't even know what in the world that even says right now.
All right. Well, we want to start off with the boys' side.
I'm ready.
All right. So your boys' basketball top 5 must see is Sawyer Thompson from Pineville with 503 points. Parker Watts from Martin County with 527 points. Grayson Burton from Knox Central with 459 points. Everso from Hazard with 237 rebounds mark. And Jacob Spurlock from Boyd County with 561 points.
The rebound totals right there is unreal. 237 rebounds. I mean, if I knew somebody was that good of a rebounder on my team, I would just tell the other 4 players, put that shot up from anywhere because this guy was going to clean it up regardless. And I would just say that it doesn't matter. We would be shooting the half court threes because he's just going to clean it up.
Absolutely. If I'm not mistaken, he also leads his team in scoring also, Mark.
Well, he probably makes the Kool-Aid and the Gatorade and hands out the towels, and that's what he does. He probably parks all the cars for the players also. I mean, that's putting the work in. That kind of rebounding and scoring. That means that he's into it.
Absolutely. And your girls basketball top 5 must see is Brooklyn Markham from Martin County. And I'm having a hard time seeing that. I think that's 257 points. Macy Messer from South Laurel with 305 points. Lexi Combs from Breathitt County with 354 points. Brooke Nicholson from North Laurel with 388 points. And Peyton Bradley from Meade County with 570 points. And she also just hit her 3,000 point marker.
Yeah, that's crazy. Peyton from Meade County, that's just crazy. My goodness. But I will go up here and talk a little bit about her 13th region girls. Messer and Nicholson, and I tell you, Brooks and Macy too. These girls have been doing it for a while now. Brooks just a very special talent, and hopefully we can get her on soon. And Macy's another special talent, and it shows you how well or how low their 13th region is, and there are 2 big reasons why. And I'm telling you, this region tournament that's coming up, boys and girls here in the 13th region, is going to be something really, really fun this year.
Absolutely. Well, all good things must come to an end. So, Mark, you got any final thoughts?
No, I just, again, I want to send all the love to the sponsors, all the love to our members. I want to give a big thank you to all the viewers tonight. And, we did our 1-year deal. And honestly, Edward, I'll be honest with you, probably went at this point, we're further ahead than what I thought we would have been at this point. And our sponsors and the members is a big reason why that we have put this together more faster than I thought it would come. And it just the next year is just going to be so much more better. There's so many more plans that we've got going into motion with not just only us or sponsors. This thing's going to get really, really, I don't know what word to say, crazy good. It just hang on for the ride, folks. It's going to get so much more better.
Absolutely. And I'm going to leave you like I always do. No inspirational quote or nothing, but, just get out and go support your local teams, your local schools. They'd love to see you in their gymnasiums, out on their football field, soccer field, watch them, the volleyball, baseball, every sport. They'd love to see you be packing them gyms and the stadiums every game for them, sitting there cheering them on. So, get out there and give them the coverage and the love that they deserve.
And we need to bring Madeline back on too, especially around golf season too, because we need to, that's something, again, that would be a fun interview too, because, the only thing I know about golf is let's hit this ball as hard as we can.
Absolutely. But, with that being said, from everybody here at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, we want to wish you God bless and good night.